Cringe review! Cringe review! Cringe review! Cringe review. Well, hello everyone, it's your prince of all the Saiyans and privilege, and I am back again with a cringe review for all of you. And today, oh boy, we've got a good one. Terminator Dark Fate, otherwise known as Terminator Clickbait. I'm not joking. Ever since Terminator 2, pretty much all the Terminator films have been a pile of shit in a nice basket. Let's not forget about Genesis, that was just basically... no, we're not doing that. And look, we had James Cameron supposedly coming back as a producer. Oh man, this movie's gonna be great. Got Edward Furlong! Clickbait! Studio basically was just like... And I'm not lying, they were just like, easy money, legit. They literally clickbaited all of us. But me being the prince that I am, and... Shut up, Dorian! That's my editor. He's being a bitch. Someone that has the knowledge of clickbait, I knew right away what I was in store for in the first 2 minutes of this film. Here's the deal. Just before I go any further, I'm going to warn all of you, there will be spoilers in this video. You have to the count of 5 to get the hell off this video. 1, 2, 3, 5. I don't care. I mean, look, this film, it looks nice. The action, it looks nice. But here's the problem. Within the first 2-3 minutes into the movie, they literally kill John Connor. They kill the main character that this story revolves around. In the first 5 minutes. Yep. That's a great idea. Okay, with all due respect, if you're gonna do something like that, okay, it takes balls. I can respect the balls it takes to pull that trigger. But here's the deal. If you do this, you better prove that this movie is worth the killing of that character. All right? And it's not. Look, the de-aging process that was in those scenes looked great and all that, but literal me, the whole time I was watching that, I was just like, oh, God, someone just shoot me in the head, please. I don't want to see this anymore. This is making me cringe. Now, don't get me wrong. In terms of acting, Linda Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Mackenzie Davis, great. They kill it. They destroy it. Everyone else is just shit. I'm not even joking. They're horrible. Look, there's some good ideas in this film. Basically, the whole idea was, oh, he kills John Connor, and now that future's gone. That means Skynet doesn't exist. So now this Terminator has no orders, so he just goes to walk off on the beach, have a good time. But here's the deal. Skynet doesn't exist. This is legitimately 2018 Halloween done wrong. They they pretend that all the other sequels don't exist, and they try to make it connected to the first one and the first two, whatever, and it's horrible. Oh, and not to mention, oh, this Latina chick, she's basically the new John Connor. I'm not even joking, but she's shit. Like, look at her. Does she look like someone that could whoop somebody's ass? Lead anybody? No. Now, Mackenzie Davis? Yes. Yes. You should have put her in that role. Let's talk about the villain of the movie. Maybe he's got to be cool, right? No. Wrong. He is basically an Hispanic version of the T-1000. We have had 2 films, including this one now, besides T2, that have used the T-1000. This isn't even an original idea. Yeah, they call themselves Legion, but they're basically Skynet. And basically, this Terminator has an And this Terminator basically has an This Terminator basically has like a shell of himself that's like a skeleton. Yeah, but it's still a T-1000 because of the thing. There is no originality whatsoever to this villain, and he's also uninspired.
He's uninspired.
Actually, he's kind of lame. I mean, just look at him. Does he really look that intimidating to you?
Man, he look like he can whoop my ass.
I'm actually confused on whether or not he's gonna clean my pipes or offer me a tortilla.
Hurricane Katrina! More like Hurricane Tortilla.
This movie basically recycles ideas from other Terminator movies. It's not even joking. It's literally the same story that we've seen 115,000 times. The only difference this time is that the main characters are chicks. But, guys, we have had a main character who's a chick who did that. Remember? Sarah Connor? This movie is so daring. We have 3 female leads. But guys, what have I heard on the other side of the spectrum, the people that are defending this movie?
But there's 3 female leads. It's such a daring take on the franchise.
Player. Sarah Connor was the main character of the other films. Tell me, having a female actress be the main character of this franchise is daring in what regard?
Well, she was an immigrant and you know, social issues and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah! Well, this new, female John Connor was basically a female immigrant for an hour. Who gives a shit? We're watching a Terminator movie! We're not here for the social justice bullshit! Let me ask you something. Anybody that goes to watch this movie, Terminator, and the only thing you took away from this that was daring was the fact that this chick was an immigrant for the total of like 5 or 2 minutes or whatever in the hour into the movie, there's something seriously wrong with you. If you want my honest opinion, the most daring thing is when you killed John Connor in the middle of the fucking first act! This entire film took the biggest of shits on Terminator 2. I'm not even joking. It really did. Because, look, think about how great that ending was. The Terminator goes down, thumbs up, him and John have this great connection and all this and that. He goes down, and then, literally, this film takes place like not even that long after the film. And then, literally in the next shot, John gets shot! So that whole meaning to that film is just shat on hard. Come on! What they did in this film when they killed John is like, you know that old storyline we all love and care about? Yeah, it doesn't even matter! We're replacing it! But we're not even gonna make it original, this new story. We're basically gonna do the exact same things that film did, but we're just gonna use new characters. Really. And to touch on the biggest subject of this movie, the Terminator. He basically, after he kills John, you know, Skynet doesn't exist anymore, and he just doesn't have anything to do, so he just wanders around, and he starts to feel bad, and he settles down and has a wife and kids and shit, you know? I'm not joking! This is the same model from T2. Maybe if this was an upgraded model like in T3, maybe this is a new type of system hardwared into this Terminator, but no, this is the same model. And this son of a bitch develops a conscience. This completely negates the classic phrase, it can't be bargained with, it can't be reasoned with, it doesn't feel pity or remorse. It simply will not stop until you are dead. Yeah, unless, he kills a kid and then he feels sorry and then he raises a family and they don't actually have intercourse because a relationship isn't physical. I mean, come on. Look, in Terminator 2, yes, if you flip the switch, these things can learn, But they can't get this type of learning! They didn't have to kill John. Here's the real deal. After Terminator 2, you just want him to live on. He didn't even need to be in this movie. But the fact that they kill him off in the next movie is just the biggest FU to the original, period. Here's the deal. This whole time in these movies, the Resistance knows when to send people back in time, and so does Skynet. So here's the deal. Why didn't they send anybody back in time to save John from dying if they knew it was gonna freaking happen? Plot hole much? I mean, just think about this. The original Terminator in Terminator 2 didn't even need to die because he said, "It's one more ship, come on, we got to go now, come on. It's got to go, it's just one more ship. I can't cry like you, John, I can't do it." I mean, basically after he kills John in the movie, he's just like, "Oh, I feel bad now. I'm gonna become an interior decorator and then I'm going to..." Look at Edward Furlong.
I don't know. What exactly his, affiliation is with this new one. But is there anything you can tell us about it?
I can say, though, that it's a very, very small part. I'm in for a very short amount of time.
But is it something you think the fans will be like, oh shit? Or is it...
I hope so, man. I hope so. I mean,
because we're all excited for it, for you to make like a, the big old, comeback to the Terminator franchise, because we all wanted you to be in part 3 and, it did, things happen and stuff. But
I know he was disappointed in the fact he couldn't really even say anything. Look!
I can't really say much, man, but I'm grateful to be back,
doing
my thing, man. But
well, just know we're all gonna be there to support you, man. We love you, Edward, bro.
Thank you.
And make sure you guys check out his Instagram.
This is shameful. This is blasphemous. How could you do this? Man! Well, yeah, this movie was a disaster. I honestly think Terminator 3 and Terminator Salvation were better movies. The performances are really good by Linda Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mackenzie Davis. Everyone else is trash, but take that for what it is. As an action movie, you can watch it and enjoy it. However, as a Terminator movie, it needs to die with fire. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this cringe review. I know you've been wanting it for a long time, so you guys finally got it. If you have any other cringe reviews you want to see your Prince of All the Saiyans to do, leave a comment down below, leave a like, and don't forget to share this video around with everyone in need of vitamin D, and don't forget to subscribe for more of me, and you will get the D.